attorney before hiring them to represent them in the real estate business? Like just some real quick key factors that you would say, obviously we hired you because for a reason. So what are some things that they should look for? Let's say they're going to another state. How do they find a Patrick?
Well, it's very difficult to find someone like me. So,
I love it.
I mean, a lot of people, attorneys get a bad rap, and sometimes it's deserved, sometimes it's not. But in this kind of, in real estate investment where we are kind of like a necessary evil, it adds a lot to like, people complain about the expense of having an attorney, but having an attorney on board from the beginning is going to save you money in the long run. You know, if it's writing your operating agreement for your LLC, you know, you can go on LegalZoom and get an operating agreement, a standard operating agreement, and which would work fine in most cases. If, you know, it's just you and you decide you want to buy a house on your own, and, you know, you're investing your own money. But when you start incorporating other people's money, you're going to want to have an attorney that looks over it and makes changes to your operating agreement. Because again, like I said before, when you're working with investors, you have to answer to them. And there's state laws, there's fiduciary duty laws, and you just want to make sure you're looking out for them in their best interest, not just your own best interest. When you're looking for an attorney, obviously experience is important. There's going to be a lot of, especially when you're talking about, you know, if you decide you have this great project, a large-scale project, like Rick, I don't know if Rick talked about the Cumberland Harbor project, where a private placement may make sense. That's a situation where not only are you going to want an attorney, you're going to want an attorney that has experience doing that. Not just a real estate attorney, you're going to want a real estate securities attorney, or someone who's dealt with private placement in general, like in securities law. Definitely, like, and you can don't necessarily go to the first attorney that you meet. Talk to a bunch of them, see who you're comfortable with. Some attorneys, you know, they're older, or I mean, even younger attorneys, they can be a little bit stuck up and act like they know everything, and you don't necessarily feel comfortable talking to them and asking them questions. So you want to feel comfortable with the person because, I mean, they're advising you, and you want it to be a good relationship where you can call them up and ask them a question. Well, be careful about calling them because they'll charge you. But
yeah, luckily I call you when I know you're
but
running.
You want to
save money.
Feel comfortable.
That's awesome.
And talk to like other clients. Well, sometimes it's hard to get clients, but sometimes the clients will agree to be referrals, or they'll give them, you know, they'll give you an idea of like how well they did. Again, it's you want to look at, you know, things that they've done in the past. They'll have it on the website, and when you go and meet with them, just make sure that you're comfortable with them and you feel like they understand what they're talking about. And like the most expensive attorney is not always the best attorney.
Obviously, yeah, that's true. That's a good point. Well, Patrick, I really appreciate your time, man. I know I wanted to go a little bit longer, but we can't because of this parking issue. But I want to thank you guys. Everybody say thank you to Patrick.
Thank you.